Hey, welcome back to 2 p.m. with the Trigger. Rich Bontrager, the Trigger with you once again. This week we are looking at different media ideas, how to build your brand. I'm giving you some inside coaching of what I do with my clients. These are the questions I use to poke and dig to pull out the content and information we need to help them shine on camera, shine on stage to elevate them and their brand as a media brand. And yesterday we got into who are you? Not just the old classic rock song, but who are you? And we dug into three main areas that we want clients to answer so we better understand who they are as we build out their brand. And today we're going to get into what do you know? Because what do you know is really the big question. People want to know what do you know? Because you can be in whatever industry you're in, you can be a doctor. And being a doctor, there's a lot of different categories of what you could know about. Are you a brain surgeon? Are you a doctor that does just light outpatient work? Are you a specialist? What are you and what do you know? Because what you know is going to help you slide into that brand authority place of an expert. You want to be known as a go to expert. You want to be known as a person that knows something unique in that space. And we have to dig and find out what that is. So, what do you know? So, let's think about that broad category again of doctor. Okay, what do you know as a doctor? Right away, you're going to identify with a certain area of being a doctor. So, put that into what do I know? I am that type of a doctor. Now, within that type of doctor, you're going to have subcategories of areas that you then maybe know more about, maybe know less about. You're going to want, again, to tailor off and go with what you know more about. Now, let's say you're one of those very scientific special doctors. You work with the new cutting edge technology of brain surgery, sub-brain surgery, in this new, unique, dynamic area. What do you know is getting answered quite differently than what other people would answer just in general brain surgery. That's what you want to find. You want to be able to articulate what you know in a way that people will stop and go, yeah, they know something that no one else knows. They are the expert in the room among the experts in the room because that's what brand authority is all about. It's great to be in an industry where you all know the same silver thing, but you know there's one in the room and you usually know the one or two that have that extra knowledge, that extra oomph, that extra thing that sets them apart. You want to have that as part of your brand distinguisher. I'm a master interviewer. Now there's broadcasters and I've been in sports radio broadcasting. I've been other form of broadcasting. I've done voiceover work, but my best thing is I'm a master interviewer. I do talk shows, interviews. I coach people on interviews. I have done well over thousands of interviews with people in many walks of life. So I may be a broadcaster, but what you really want to know is, and what do I know best? I know interview skills that are media savvy, that get attention and get results when you're sitting in the chair. So I coach people on how to be a great interviewee. I have a whole set of coaching just on that to help you know how to do that professionally. Vice versa, of course, as an interviewer on many shows, I help other people learn how to interview and pull out that meaty content, pull out that surprising stuff. Now, I still do play by play. I can still do other things in the broadcasting arena. It does not negate you from other areas that you can go play in, and you should. Even though you're a go-to expert over here, you still want to be known in other areas because it will bleed over. It will connect you. But ultimately, when people stop you and they say, what do you know? What makes you so unique? You're going to want to say, I'm a master blank. I'm an expert blank. And part of that, knowing what you know, will be part of the label for who you are. Part of Rock the Stage Media is all about this branding, this creating of your brand and marketing your brand. But I use media savvy skills to do it. There's other ways to market your brand. It doesn't always have to be media. I just choose to be in the space because it's what I know. So ask yourself today, what do you know? And at what level do you know it? Are you a generalist right now? Nothing wrong with being a generalist at what you know. It will help, it will serve, it will make an impact. But do you know a little bump over here that adds some meat and depth to what you do? Then you want to elevate that and you want to market that, label, put that on your LinkedIn, put it on your Facebook, put it on your business card. You want to elevate that you are in the space. And if you're extra certified, special, you have something that stands out at a deeper level, understanding and knowledge and training and expertise, you want to make sure that is there as well. What do you know? Never discount what you know. We fly over this so quickly. Oh, I know this. And we kind of just shrug it off. The thing you have to realize, you know what you know, and most people do not know what you know, even in your own industry. It's amazing how many people I talk to that are like, yeah, I do that too, Rich. Yeah, I do that, Rich. Oh, wait, I don't know what you're talking about, or I don't know how to do that. In your industry, it's going to be very much the same. So never, ever discount your skills, your abilities, if they sound like everybody else. That's when you need to stop, sit down, and begin looking at what do you really know. It's a fun journey. It's an exciting journey to pull back the veil a little bit and realize I do know more than I thought I knew. I have something that I've always had inside of me that really adds into what I know as a professional, and I never thought about adding that in there. I know of doctors, they're pediatricians, they're great with children, they're wonderful for children. They're not just doctors, they're not just pediatricians, they know how to connect with children. They know how to do it in a way that's fun and exciting. It cuts down the nervousness, and the child actually wants to come back. That's a unique thing, that they know what they know as a doctor, as a pediatrician, and they know how to do it at a unique level. Take time this week, find out what you know. Dig into that. We're going to have more of this conversation going on about helping you figure out what you are as a brand expert, and keep asking these questions that we go through here at Rock the Stage with each one of our clients. It's important to mine this and really dig into what you do. Don't forget, coming up, I am preparing for National Stutter Awareness Week. It's just around the corner, and we're going to do a whole week-long series, and it's called I Stutter. And I'm not making fun of stuttering at all, because I have a stutter. But I want to highlight stuttering on National Awareness Week coming up in May. I want you to hear from people that have battled through stuttering, that still stutter. We need to accept stuttering as part of communication. It's part of who people are. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing they need to really hide. Just being comfortable in your own skin. And we need to understand it better. So we're going to bring some education, some insights, some inspiration. If you know of someone that stutters, if you know of someone that's overcome a stutter, if you know of someone that deals in this speech pathology area, contact me, rich@richbontrager.net. That's rich@richbontrager.net. I would love to hear from you and add you, because we're going to do a whole 2 p.m. live week-long interview discussion on I Stutter. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be very special. And 1 out of 100 people in the world stutter. That means you know somebody. You know somebody that stutters. Or maybe perhaps you know someone in your own family that stutters. Let's connect. Let's talk further about that. And don't forget, coming up Wednesday night, we have How to Rock the Stage coming your way. You don't want to miss it. We're going to be talking to one of the 2%ers in the podcasting world. And how do you get into that 2%? It's going to be a great conversation. Don't want to miss it. 7 o'clock, streaming live on many of these same channels Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to do it for now. I'll see you tomorrow again, 2 p.m. with the Trigger.